A casual glance at Chiwetel Ejiofor's upcoming lineup of films, spanning a superhero franchise, Venom, The Last Dance, a beloved rom-com return, Bridget Jones, Mad About the Boy, a Stephen King adaptation, Mike Flanagan, The Life of Chuck, and an A-list directorial debut, Scarlett Johansson's Eleanor the Great, hints at an insanely hectic work schedule for the actor. But even while being busy in front of the camera, the Brit, best known for roles in films such as 12 Years a Slave, Love, Actually, and Doctor Strange, has somehow managed to carve out time behind it. 6 years on from his well-received directorial debut, The Boy Who Harnessed the Wind, he returns with sophomore feature Rob Peace, released Friday with Paramount, adapted by Ejiofor from Jeff Hobbs' 2014 book The Short and Tragic Life of Robert Peace. The film tells the true story of Peace, played by newcomer Jay Will, a scientifically gifted boy who grew up in Orange, New Jersey and would go on to major in biochemistry at Yale. Despite such incredible promise, Peace found himself unable to navigate various institutional hurdles linked to race, housing, education, and criminal justice. While at Yale, he sold weed to help his father Skeet, played by Ejiofor, overturn a double homicide conviction, and Peace would later be murdered in a drug-related shooting at just 30 years old. Though Ejiofor hadn't been actively searching for a sophomore feature to direct, the opportunity to engage in this story, one with something very rich there to wrestle with, he says, was not to be missed. Among his first casting decisions was Mary J. Blige as Rob's mom, Jackie Peace. As it turned out, it was Blige's commitment to the film that proved instrumental in bringing it back to the fore after the project shuttered while in pre-production due to the pandemic. Speaking to Variety, Ejiofor discusses why he prefers his creative choices to occur organically, finding his lead from the online showcase of a recent Juilliard grad, being inspired early on by the wildly different role choices of Cary Grant and rejoining the working title rom-com universe more than 20 years after Love, Actually. How did you first get involved in a Rob Peace? I heard that it was actually Antoine Fuqua who brought it to you, is that right? Yeah, that's right. I had read the book about 10 years ago, not long after it came out, and I was just really moved by it, by what Jeff Hobbs had done. It was a really empathetic, engaged story about his close friend and also this really balanced way of understanding what his friend had gone through. And it sort of pulled together a few of the things that I was thinking about in a slightly more fractured way, in terms of race and the education system, criminal justice, housing, all of these intersections. And somehow in Rob's story, and the way that Jeff relates the story, all of these things are kind of pulled together, and Rob finds himself in the center of all of this stuff. But after reading the book, I had concluded that the rights were gone. And then a couple of years after that, Antoine Fuqua and author Jeff Hobbs' wife, Rebecca Hobbs, contacted me. They'd seen The Boy Who Harnessed the Wind, and I think were engaged with the humanistic approach to that film, so wanted to talk to me about adapting the book and directing a film. So obviously, I jumped at it.